Hey, you guys, it's Shamira, aka Mimi. Let me get straight to it, you guys. It's Talk Your Shit Tuesday, and I'm gonna talk some shit, but in a good way, okay? So, off the bat, some of you guys are definitely surrounded with people who do not love themselves. Never take advice, life advice, or self worth advice from a person who does not love themselves, okay? If you have a person around you who comes to you every single day, whether it be a lover, whether it be a friend, whether it be a family member, whether it be a coworker, whether it be a neighbor, who comes to you every single fucking day and can tell you 10 things they don't like about life or 10 things they don't like about another person. I mean, they wake up, don't brush their teeth, don't wash their face, don't get the crumbs out their fucking eyes, but they want to go down a whole list of things they don't like about another person, but they cannot look in the mirror and tell themselves 5 things that they like about themselves. That is when you guys know that person does not love themselves. So why are you guys taking advice from people like that? Why are you allowing people to affect you? People you know are not loving on themselves, who don't value themselves, who do not look at themselves as a priority, dictate what you're supposed to be or how you're supposed to live or how you're supposed to feel. Okay, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I had a conversation with my sister the other day just about life and relationships, and we were comparing lives and stuff like that. And one of the topics that we did bring up was why we had to cut ties with a lot of people. Okay, and if some of you guys have been raised in a household like me, and taught that really toxic doctrine of you have to put other people up before you or above you and care for other people because you don't want to grow up to be selfish. No one likes a selfish person or a vain person. That is very, very hard or difficult to get out of. Specifically when you guys have been taught that your whole life. Some of you guys, when you put yourself first, whether the reason why I put the video out is because I feel like some of you guys definitely needed it. You needed a pep talk or motivation to really love on yourself, put yourself first, and not feel guilty. I don't know why society has us thinking like that, but it's gonna take you guys a while to get out of that mindset, out of that mind frame. It's nothing wrong with you because you put yourself first. It's nothing wrong with you because you uh, put a self love day over being an emotional dumping ground for the people around you. It's nothing wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying? I've definitely have been labeled or put in a category of being conceited or being a person who was insensitive and didn't care because I decided to tell one of my homegirls, okay, one of my homeboys, I cannot talk about this right now. I don't have the mental capacity to listen to you. I'm going through something and I gotta put myself first. That's more important right now. Okay. And sometimes you guys are not understanding the importance and the value of putting yourself first. How can you possibly be there for another person if you're not even mentally or emotionally stable enough to even be there? Okay, if your mind is every which way. So make sure you guys are definitely prioritizing your self love and your self care over other people. And there's nothing wrong with that. Start normalizing that. And if you have anybody around you who try to make you feel guilty or shame you for that, that's when you guys know you need to put their ass to the side. Okay, just distance yourself away from that person because that person is definitely going to bring you down. Okay, some of you guys do not deserve that. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel funny. It's gonna feel uh, kind of selfish. Okay, because that's what you guys have been taught. It definitely has taken me personally. I'm gonna tell you guys and share something with you because I do not share this a lot with a lot of people, but I've had situations where I had to let go of a lot of friends. Okay, a lot of homegirls, a lot of homeboys, because like I said, I could not be that emotional dumping ground for them. I had to put myself first. It has definitely taken me the confidence that I do have in myself, the love I do have in myself. It has definitely taken me years, okay, to get where I'm at right now. Okay, I didn't just wake up one day and be like, yeah, I put myself first. I love myself. No, 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 no. It definitely took me years. It took me to really reparent myself. And some people around you have to understand that they probably went through the same trauma and the same thing you guys have been through, okay, throughout life during their early childhood. And some of them are definitely not being taught or not reteaching themselves, not really reparenting themselves to truly put themselves first. Or if they look at you and you're putting yourself first, it's definitely going to trigger them. It's a lot of you guys who are out here taking a lot of backlash or getting a lot of backlash for doing that. And I want you guys to understand that if you're experiencing that, those people are not your people. And you definitely need to separate yourself and place yourself in environments where people will celebrate you as much as you're celebrating yourself. Okay? No one should be sitting here ragging on you, telling you what you need to do. They need to go figure out what the fuck they need to do. Okay, because if anybody is so focused on what you're doing and what you don't need to be doing, should be definitely focusing on themselves. Okay, and some of you guys have people around you, friends around you, who life is in fucking shambles. They can tell you everything what's wrong with you and what you're not doing and what you're doing too much of, but they can't tell you what the fuck wrong with them. Okay, all right. Some of you guys, you have people who watch your life, like I said, who envy your life, who compare your life to theirs, and if they feel inadequate, they will go down a whole list of reasons why they don't like you or reasons why you're doing too much, but they can't go through reasons of why they love themselves or why they're not doing enough. Okay. I've definitely had friends who would give me lectures and stuff like that. Um, I would let them into my life, let them into certain things about my life. And they would try to give me lectures about what I need to be doing and what I don't need to be doing, what I need to be spending my time on, what I don't need to be spending my time on. They spent so much time telling me that and, psychoanalyzing my life, but they can't see why the fuck they are so concerned about it. Okay, I mean, life is in shambles. I had people who would drown themselves in pills, okay, bottles of pills and stuff like that just to sleep at night. Okay, but worry about what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. Oh my gosh, you're drinking that kombucha. That's not really good for your stomach. That's not really good for you. But you drowning yourself in a bottle of fucking wine and alcohol every night, though. You understand what I'm saying? You guys are having people around you who are dictating what you need to be doing with yourself, but they ain't dictating what they need to be doing. Can figure out everything that's wrong with you, but can't figure out why the fuck they drowning themselves in pills of medicine just to sleep or bottles of liquor every damn night. Or they smoking like a fucking chimney or snorting up whatever the fuck medicine or whatever they take their vice. They indulge themselves in vices to escape their own reality, but they can focus on you and what they feel like you need to be doing. Okay, so like I said, stop taking advice from people who do not love themselves because you can't love yourself if you're doing shit like that. If you're constantly indulging and escaping in certain vices every damn night. If you're constantly pointing out what you don't like about me, you don't love yourself. And for some of you guys, you need to start telling people that. Separate from people like that. Because it ain't no way. I had people look at me from the outside looking in. I'm out here outside sometimes. I'll hug a tree at the park sometimes, okay? I'll sit and I'll, let the sun hit my face, okay? Let it hit my face, really try to ground myself and get myself in one, okay? Or get myself grounded with nature. Okay, drink my little kombucha and people telling me what I need to be drinking and stuff like that. Like I said, when they go behind closed doors and they drown themselves in whatever toxic shit they're going to do behind closed doors. And they're not open about that. They're not open to share those things with people, but they worrying about what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, why you in them tarot cards outside? Why are you doing that? Worrying about what I'm doing. They can't figure that out. One of the practices that I do incorporate in my own life is I will tell myself 5 things I like about my personality and about myself, and also 5 things I like about my appearance. Okay, and I try to do this almost every morning. Some days I do get up in a hurry and I don't have time to do it, but I mentally do it. Okay, so if some of you guys are having issues with coming back to yourself or learning how to love yourself, that is a great practice to do. Okay, I tell myself 5 things I like about myself. Like, hey, today I was very productive. Today I was on task. Okay. Today I actually got up and I felt good. I'm in a good mood. Today I ate breakfast. Okay. I actually put my health, okay, first, and I drank water. 5 things that I did that I love about myself, that I'm proud about myself. And 5 things I love about my appearance. My hair is popping, my skin is glowing, my nails growing. Okay, my booty looking good, my waist looking snatched in these jeans. If you can do that practice every day in the morning, that will in some way, I would say, boost your self-esteem, boost your self-confidence, and will get you in a great mood. Okay, it will definitely get you in a habit of motivating yourself. Okay, instead of looking for the validation from other people to give you or to motivate you to love yourself. That would definitely help you. If more people would do that instead of worrying about what the fuck they don't like about the next person, the world will be a better place. It'll be a more pleasant place, but it's not. Okay, so like I said, next time you guys find yourself in a situation where you have somebody trying to make you feel shitty about yourself because they feel like shit, if you're feeling a little spicy, definitely confront them with it. And if you guys don't want to confront them, distance yourself away from that person and just understand that person does not love themselves. Okay, I'm over here drinking my water and like I said, sunbathing and stuff like that, drinking my kombucha, meditating outside. We out here drowning in a fucking bottle of liquor every night, popping pills and shit. Ain't drink not one little sprig of water all damn day. But you worry about me in my life. Okay, some of you guys have great lives, interesting lives, entertaining lives. People will compare themselves to you, wanting to be a part of that. Okay, so next time you guys have somebody saying something about what's your life and what you should be doing and pinpointing shit about you, ask them, what 5 things you love about yourself? They'll catch their ass right off guard. Okay, they'll shut the fuck up real quick. All right? Some of you guys might have a bad habit of doing it yourself, waking up early in the morning, trying to figure out things, okay, like really scrolling on social media. Ain't wash your ass, ain't brush your teeth, ain't take the crumbs out your eyes or nothing. I don't like this person, they doing too much. Why that person doing too much? Why? Instead of worrying what the person is doing too much of or what they're not doing, worry about why you can't grow hair. Okay? Why your skin still fucked up. Okay? You ain't drinking enough water. Some people dry as shit in the inside and tell you what the fuck you supposed to do with your life, with your body. Okay? What's your worth? Y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to separate yourself from people like that. Because it's not healthy. And I'm telling you, the longer you be around people like that, the longer you allow their seeds of doubt to sink in and affect you in such a way that you start to really believe it. Okay, you start to really neglect yourself. So like I said, I'm definitely going to be that type of person to remind you, okay, that self-care, self-focus is definitely important. Prioritizing thyself is not a bad thing. It's not a selfish thing. So stop allowing people to tell you that it is. Stop allowing people to guilt you and shame you and tell you otherwise. Because it's not. And some of you guys, like I said, you have great hearts, great spirits. It's not only on the outside, but you guys put a lot of people ahead of you. A lot of their well-being and what they need or what they want ahead of you. But you're not putting yourself ahead of yourself. You're not putting yourself first. And it's going to feel funny. And it's going to feel foreign. And it's going to feel nasty. And it's going to feel weird. And it's going to feel creepy. Okay? Because you're finally doing something that you were told not to do. That you were taught not to do. Get yourself out of that mind frame. Out of that mindset. Because it's not healthy. And it's not going to help anyone around you. And it's damn sure it's not going to help you. So that's all I had to say today. That's all the shit I had to talk today. And there was something else that I wanted to say. I wanted to pull something from this deck, but it's like once I got that message, I don't think I need to say anything else. I feel like I said enough. It's a really, really weird thing how people go throughout life, and like I said, they really put a lot of focus on other people and external things and never really take the time to self-reflect. And that is a part of the shadow work that spiritualists do talk about. Okay, if people do not know this about me, but like I said, I've grown up in household, in a really dysfunctional household where I was told that if I put myself first, I'm definitely being selfish. And I used to believe that until I was going through so much in life. I've been through so much stuff in life, okay? So much abuse in life where I was thinking to myself, at some point I was little, okay, 6, 7, 8 years old, believing that I deserved the mistreatment that I was getting. And then maybe I was too selfish and I definitely deserved to get mistreated like that. And I realized that no, I definitely got myself first. I definitely got to love myself. Because what the fuck? This is definitely not life. This is not the type of life I need to be living or I should be living. Okay? Putting other people above me or before me and still getting treated like shit. Okay? No. So, and for that reason, the way I was brought up, the way I was raised, the way I was taught, it definitely took a hit to my self-esteem. Okay? Where I did not value myself. Where I did not love myself enough. Where I did not, I really didn't see my self-worth. Okay, and it definitely has taken me time. I did not just wake up and out of nowhere and just decided, I do love myself. It took me time. It took me periods of shadow work. It took me years of death and rebirth. Every 7 years, I'm going through a death and rebirth. Plenty. I think I probably went through, 5, 6 of them throughout my whole life. And I'm still in the period of discovering different parts of myself and really starting to uplift myself a little bit more. It definitely has taken me time. People don't know that about me. But I will get labeled. I used to get labeled by a lot of people, a lot of friends that I'm not connected to anymore. I would say ex-friends. I do not connect with those people anymore. But I used to get labeled as being selfish or conceited. I knew that's not what it was. Why would I why would I value a day, like I said, of being a emotional dumping ground for you, okay, of being that punching bag for you over my peace and my well-being. I would definitely choose my peace and my well-being over that bullshit any day. Okay, I will sit here and listen to somebody go and rag on another person, next person. I mean, hours and hours gossiping and ragging and dumping and stuff like that. But not one time did you say anything nice about yourself. Not only do you not say anything nice about another person, you ain't say shit nice about yourself. And they're the same people who will turn around and ask you, how do I look in this dress? How do I look in this shirt? You think I should do this? Like constantly asking me for validation. Ask yourself for that validation. And I had to realize that these people who I'm surrounded by, these people who I'm allowing in my auric field, in my space, do not love themselves. And I should definitely back the fuck up and get them out of there. I don't belong here. They don't belong over here where I'm at, and I don't belong over there where they're at. I don't belong. We don't mesh. And I've learned that it's okay for me to be labeled as that person who is selfish, who is conceited, because I know that's not my whole personality. But if you have to believe that to feel good about yourself, to uplift yourself, go ahead, knock yourself out. I guess I'm that person. I'm that villain in your story. And if I'm that villain, let's separate. Let's go our separate ways. And that's a great way for me not to be in your story, or me not to be that villain, or for me not to show up in that way. Problem solved. Okay? So if you have a situation where you are always there for a certain friend or a certain family member, I'm getting friend and family member. They're the main ones who will disrespect your ass, who feel like you have to prioritize them over yourself. They're the main ones. Put up that healthy boundary and stand on that boundary. Stand on business. And don't feel guilty about it. Okay? Unapologetically. Put that boundary up and let them know that's what it is. I'm not a bad person because I don't want to hear about your shit today. I gotta prioritize myself. I need to get myself right. You got people out here siphoning you guys' energy. Some of you guys know people around you are siphoning your damn energy because they don't love themselves. They haven't been taught that. And it's okay that they haven't been taught. They have to learn how to teach themselves through life experiences. They have to want to be in that energy to be taught. If they are not there, it's not your place. It's not your job to make them want that. It ain't your job. It ain't your place. So don't try to be that person or try to make them see that loving on yourself is important and they shouldn't be making you feel a certain type of way. No. They're triggered. Keep their trigger ass where they at. Okay? So all of you beautiful soul people, the ones who are beautiful inside and out, the message, the very important message of the day is to separate yourself from people. If you guys love yourself, if you learn to love yourself, if you reparent yourself to love yourself, do not surround yourself with people who do not love themselves. Because that whole situation, that whole environment, that whole connection, whatever you guys are connected to, whomever you guys are connected to, it's not going to work. It's a mismatch. And like I said, one of the really important practices to do in the morning when you wake up every single day, try to find 5 things you love about yourself and your personality, and try to find 5 things that you love about your appearance, and make that the focus of your day. And I promise you, it will boost your self-esteem. It will put you in a positive mindset, in a positive place about life. Okay, that is one of the practices of the shadow work. You got to be honest with yourself. Don't tell yourself things you don't like about yourself, because enough people around you do that. And if you got people, like I said, who can find 10 things they don't like about somebody else, it's like breathing air to them. Okay? There's no love there. So stop expecting people to love you when you know they don't love themselves. You can't possibly love yourself if you're constantly looking for faults in other people and in other things in life and looking for the negative. Be for the positive. Okay, so go ahead and be that beautiful, loving soul. Go outside, do the most, be extra, dance in the sun, be happy. As soon as somebody try to come into your auric field or your energy and trying to fuck that up, ask them, what are 5 things you love about yourself? They're either going to answer it, they're going to be stuttering and shit, or they're going to shut the fuck up. Okay? If they can't find at least one thing, like one damn thing, you can't find one thing, 5 things you love about yourself, you get your ass out of my face. So be extra, honey. Be extra. Do the most. Like I said, hair popping, skin glowing, nails growing. You're blessed by Venus, honey. You're blessed. As long as you love on yourself and you show the universe, you show Venus, you show God that you love yourself, great things will definitely happen for you or will come towards you. You will attract those things effortlessly. Okay? Like water. It's like breathing air. Okay? So the opinions of other people, like I said, who do not love themselves, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. And somebody definitely need to hear that. So I want you guys to take this message or take whatever you guys can take from this message and allow it to sink in. Allow it to really, really marinate. And I hope this was able to change you guys' perspective or open your mind to a higher perspective and see what really matters in life. Okay? And I'm also hearing people's opinions of you. Okay? Specifically those people who do not love themselves. It does not matter. They don't pay your bills. Okay? So, yeah, thank you guys so much for vibing with me, for listening, and on this Talk Your Shit Tuesday on my little rant. I definitely had to get that out my system. Um, like I said, it was one of the conversational, one of the topics that me and my sister did bring up the other day when we were talking on the phone. And I really feel like that's a sad thing. I know I'm not the only person who has experienced that in my life. I know some of you guys definitely struggle with that. Okay. Yeah. I'm hearing some of you guys are very, very beautiful, beautiful people inside and out. And you may have a difficult time connecting with other people because of that. Because of that issue, they automatically look at you and will attack you. Not knowing what it took to get you to that certain point or to that certain mind frame or that mindset in your life. Okay, whatever you are at, wherever you are at, as far as that self-love journey, you've earned your spot. There's no need to explain yourself to anybody else or try to make anybody else understand or believe what you're saying. Okay, they're just not there. They're not in that frequency. They're not on that vibration. So don't even bother. Separate yourself gracefully. Okay, so you guys like this, hit the like button, give me some love. Okay, share some love. This energy exchange, okay, because you already know how YouTube is doing that bullshit again. But yeah, that's all I had to say today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, the rest of your weekend. I'll definitely will see you guys when I see you guys. Okay, so yeah, bye.